On three, work. Someone count, someone say it.
1, 2, 3, work!
All right. Now, I've already told these guys and girls, make sure they focus in on me. I don't let them go over there. Because if I let them go over there, what are they going to do? Chat. Now, if they talk, I'm going to give them a look like this. Just like that. And you know what they do, first of all? They look at you, and they smile. And then I don't smile. You've got to send messages to kids, okay? All kids are looking for parameters. They want to be disciplined. But kids, it's so much harder on you guys these days, you know, than it was, you know, than it was for me. Okay? John's not here, so he's not going to introduce me. I'm Bill Cardarelli, and you're not. I always wanted to say that, by the way. All right? I don't care if they laugh. All right? Some of you know me, some of you don't. I started out coaching in New Britain, St. Thomas Aquinas. You know, went to head coach, was assistant. We had some real good players. Then went to head coach, was head coach there. One year at University of Connecticut, assistant with Jim Calhoun. I was just going to introduce myself as Jim Calhoun. You know, I like doing that stuff. You know, or Gino. I like doing that stuff. Yeah, you know. Did that, really enjoyed that. Loved Division I, big time basketball, Big East. I miss high school coaching. You know why? It was a business. Jim Calhoun wrote in his book, you know, about me, saying he wanted to bring in a XO guy, Connecticut guy, whatever. And he said I was too nice. And of course he said it. Next sentence after that was, you might have to cut this out. Next sentence after that, you know, was, and I'm not nice. Okay? But you know what? That was me. I didn't care who said what. Be yourself. When you're a coach, be yourself. That's important to do that. All right? And I just told these guys over here, girls and guys, you know, if you're a coach, I told them that any coach that doesn't make them come to here, you've shortchanged them. Going to be tough sometime? Hey, are you going to have to let kids go? And I've had this conversation. I'm not a big person at that, but sometimes you just got to cut bait. By the way, I've had kids that have been cancers in my program, and I've had to let them go. I hated to do that, but I wanted the other kids to want to be here and work. We spend an inordinate amount of time with high needs kids. Kids that are low, are like, you know how they are. They're not easy to handle. We spend an inordinate amount of time. And I'm going to say this, then I'll get these guys going. What do we do for the C players? Hey, look, I didn't go. We won 4 state championships. I won a championship. I was at University of St. Joe's with the women, and we won a champion. You know, I've had good players, and I've had terrific assistants. Okay, I've had really, really good assistant coaches. Okay? What do we do for the C students? You know, Reggie and I think we might have this conversation because he's in education and a lot of you are. What do we do for those kids? What do we do for the C kids over there? All these kids going to be stars? They all going to be all-state players? No, not going to happen. They all getting Division I scholarship? No, not all of them. Maybe with some other one. They all going to play in college? I don't know. So what are we doing for? What are we doing for the kid or girl that takes a charge? How many of you guys keep track of your charges? None of you. Raise your hand if you're the one that takes the most charges on the team. Hey, I like this. You know, you're asking kids, they don't want to like be out of step. It's like, oh man, taking charges. No, I want to dunk. I ain't even worried about taking the charge over here, you know. But we're going to work on some defense. All right? What do we do for that kid? What do we do for the kid that doesn't say anything and just works, you know, her or his butt off? What do we do for those kids? We gravitate sometimes to the high maintenance kids, don't we? Always reward C kids. And I'll do this, then we'll get working. We stretch out at the beginning, you know, a game, and everybody stretch out in front of me. I don't like the circle stuff. I don't like anybody in my back. And yeah, especially when you coach. And I'd go around and I'd talk to kids. And like they'd be stretching and whatever. And I didn't want to stretch out long because they'll stretch forever. Okay. And I'd go over there and say, hey, you know what? I really like what you did last night. And I'd pick out kids. You know what I found out? Every time I was walking around, kids were looking up and waiting for me to come over and say something to them. And I would make sure if it's something good, you know, I'd make sure I said it loud. And I wouldn't give it to everybody every day. I hate that thing. You know, nice job tying your shoes. Yeah, okay, good day. You know, okay? So make sure you reward those kids as coaches, the kids who work hard. Don't say anything. All right? I had a kid at Aquinas that had 19 kids in his family. Lives up in the projects, up in New Britain. 19. I was giving him a ride home for Thanksgiving, but we had all our alums back, okay, which I like to do. And he said, Coach, I got to go. 19 kids. Coach, I got to go. I got to go. Can you give me, you know, another kid too? I really got to get home. Now, Gary didn't say boo. Gary Kershaw didn't say boo. And all of a sudden he's pulling. I said, Gary, man, what's up? He goes, Coach, there's 19 kids in the family. Everybody comes back for Thanksgiving, and I won't get anything to eat. And I was like, Gary, I should have probably taken you home before, you know. And you always do those little things for kids. Not that you're a martyr, but that's part of your job now. Okay, those are changed. All right, here's what we're going to do today. So I've been around a while. You know, I'm coached. I'm now working like part-time for CREC, so I go out, you know, work and talk with the coaches. You know, I met with these guys, some of these guys over here. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I don't want to coach again. Last 3 years, I've been an assistant coach East Catholic. All right, my son played at East. I coached against Luke. I coached against his father. So it's a pretty good relationship. I sit down at the end of the bench, drink my coffee. He comes down, asks me a few things. And he says, if you got anything, come up. And I'm sitting there. I can sleep, I can eat, okay? And I'll feel bad after games. Now you guys, oh man, I'm having the stomach hurts. We got beaten in the state finals, okay, one year. And it was by Luke and Anthony Latino. I still talk about that game. I still run that game through my head. And what a crap job I did coaching. This is 30 years ago. I mean, I was awful. And that's a coaching sometimes mentality. You know, it really is. You know, but don't beat yourself up too much sometimes. Okay? Regather, come back, and coach. And I'm going to tell you guys too, what you don't give today, you can't give tomorrow. As a coach, what you don't give today in your practice, you can't give tomorrow. So bring it every day for them. That doesn't mean you're going to be a cheerleader jumping off the walls and all that crap. No. You know, they got to bring the energy. You got to make it. There's a lot of kids have tough days. Man. Basketball might be their only outlet for that day. Hell. Okay? So you become everything to them. So that's a big responsibility, by the way. You know. So, all right, let's get going. Here's what I'd like to work on today. You know, I just told them we're going to work on defense today. One of the guys, I think first of all, he laughed because he goes, I don't play defense in his head. I could tell. Okay. And the other ones are like, man, that's not my game. That's only in between, you know, in between me getting the ball and going on the other end. Defense keeps you in games. If you can't defend, you will not win. You will not be competitive. Offense is going to go all over the place. Same with you. Offense is going to go all over the place. You're going to have a bad shooting day. So if you have a bad shooting day, what are you going to focus on? I might focus on defense. All right? I might focus on being a little bit sharper. Anybody can play defense. All the guys can play at a high level. But anybody can play defense. So if you want playing time, you got to play defense. All right? So we'll put some emphasis on that out over here. So, but I would say defense keeps you in games. Offense wins games. You got to score. Got to score. Part of this at the end, we're going to go over. We'll go over the new 35-second clock too. Okay, and I'll talk about that as we go on. That's something you're going to have to adjust to. And I'll throw some stuff out. You may have some stuff for everybody else too. This is a share thing. Okay. All right, everybody up here. Let's go. You leave the balls. We don't need them. Thank you. All right. I'm going to run them a few things. There's no middle school coaches here, huh? Okay. All right. So I'll try and gear it a little bit, some of the stuff, for you on that. Okay. Let's talk about defense and some of the things we do. Okay. And some of the defensive checks. We start a lot of this stuff day one, and we used to do these drills, and these are just simple drills that we use. I don't use them every day, but it's really a check. I always believe in the whole part theory, so I'll bring them out here. I'll do some things here, fundamentals that we're going to use. Okay, I don't spend a whole lot of time on it, by the way. I'll just do some of this, and it's a good check. You want to do checks, on where they're at. All right, because you don't want to get into the game sometime and break down maybe their footwork or whatever it is. Especially in practice there. All right, everybody find a spot out in front of me. Out in front. All right. Simple. Let's check. What are you looking for defensively? Well, I'm going to tell you a couple things that you really need to have, and the same with them. One, you need balance. You need to make sure you're on balance on defense. All right? You've got to get yourself simple, into a good stance, ready to go, ready to play defense. Okay? All right? What's your name? LeBron? How much money are you making this year? LeBron's out over here. If LeBron is playing me and LeBron's like a penguin like this here and just kind of looking and looking and looking, I'm saying as a player, I own him. All right, you guys all do that play. I own him. Come and play me. Thank you. I like that. But if LeBron gets down in a real good basketball position, all right, LeBron, just get in front of me here, man. All right? Everybody get in a good defensive basketball position. All right, what are we looking for? Hey, by the way, when you build anything, it doesn't make any difference. You always build from feet up. Always from feet up. All right? So I'm looking at their feet and try and make their, we'll make their feet going. Next, we're in a good position. Stay on balance. Get your arms out. All right? Why do we like our arms out here? Some people do it here and get tips and, and whatever. Hey, whatever you decide that you want to teach and is good, then you go ahead and do that, okay? So we'll do this and we'll do checks. Okay, right now, and we do a little simple stuff here just to start it off. We'll move on, okay? And you all have done this before. Just move your feet. Move your feet. Active. All right? You want to do simple, we're going to... See, they're already complaining, by the way. You all know that? Because I haven't stopped them yet. So they're already complaining about it, all right? Again, you want to do little stuff like this, and then you're going to move on. But I like doing this to them. Because you know why? I'm in control. All right? And let me tell you one thing. Coaching is not a democratic society. Calhoun taught me that one. It's not a democratic society. We don't... Stop. How long did you do that for? You only have to play defense probably for anywhere from, 30 seconds maybe. So you got to give that amount. You're a little bit tired now. Your legs are tired a little bit. All right? All right. Get over there and face me. So we just check on your stance and face me right here. Come on up. Space it out. So space it out. Don't be next to anybody. All right? So the next, just simple stuff. You know this, and we're going to build on it, by the way. We're going to build on it. So we're just doing slides. So I'm going to slide and just slide because obviously that offensive player is not doing anything. But what happens when an offensive player changes direction? Well, then I've got to pivot and come back. Simple. Okay? So we break that down just simple here right now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. We just show you where you're just going to slide that way. Okay, when I point the other way, you're going to pivot. You're going to pivot and just come back like this. That's all. Okay? You got that? We'll make it simple. All right? Ready? Slide. Arms out, slide. Good. Head up, see me. Good. That's a good job. I like that. That's a good job. Come on up quickly. You just took the charge on the bench. Good job. All right, now we'll have him slide. Come on up. Move up to me. I'm going to do the same thing now. I'm going to have you slide, and then I'm going to say sprint. So if you're sliding this way, now you're sprinting on that angle. You all got that now? Okay, good. Yeah, you'll slide this way, then I say sprint. Okay, ready? Slide. Good. Sprint. All right, what did you all do? You lost sight of the ball. And I'm going to give you things. When you're playing defense, especially when we go into the shell drill, it's play the ball, okay? Play the ball, see your man. Play the ball, see your man. All right, you all got that now? Okay, all right, that's good. I'll show you something. We would just start off with drills like that, okay? Then we do quickly some other drills. Partner up, quickly, quickly, quickly. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this. Partner up, partner up, partner up. All right, good, good, good. One partner go get a ball, quickly. Quickly, quickly, quickly. Come on. I don't see a whole lot of this, but I like teaching this a little bit, okay? Where, how many of you don't deny like in the paint? Don't really deny in the paint area. Just play behind the guy. I do that, or do you teach denial in the paint? Reg, what do you do? So you front, you totally front, okay? And you hope there's weak side help. Make sure there's weak side help, okay? Yeah, otherwise they slide over there, all right? All right, little thing. These are all checks. By the way, I got this. I was out at UCLA. We had a kid, Rod Foster, played out there. And these are wooden drills that UCLA was doing at that time. Quickly. Again, quickly. All right. Partner has the ball. Right here. Face that way. All right. Okay, I'm sorry. Put the ball down next to you. All right, good. All right, you're going to be on defense. All right. No, you're on offense. You're here. Okay, you're in denial. And I'll show you some stuff when we get to that shell drill. So you're in denial. Get down, bend your knees. Good. And what did I say before? What did I say? Play the ball, see your man. Okay, now you can see your guy. So I'll say deny, keep your feet moving. I'll say front, you get in front of him if you have to. That was Coach Tucker saying that. If you're going to front a person, you're going to front a guy, always make contact. It's once you lose contact, now that guy goes, all right? So I'm going to say deny, now I'm going to say front. Okay, now, all right, we might try that. Now, the only thing is what? Yeah, he can't see the ball. Yeah. Now, he came in here. He did this. All right, he touches him. Okay, then I'll say deny, and he just pivots right there. I'll say back, sprint around, and get to denial. All right, ready? You guys got that? All right, get in denial position quickly. Ready? Deny. See the ball? Can you see the ball? Yeah, make sure you see it. Good. I got the ball. Ready, deny, front, deny. Switch to the other side. Good. Hey, don't be afraid to make contact with that person. Let them know you're there without following them. Deny, front, deny, front, deny. Good, keep your feet moving. Keep your feet moving. Defense, keep your feet moving. Good. If I say back, you go around back and get back to a denial position, okay? Back. Good. Deny. Good. Deny. Front. Make contact. Deny. Stop. Switch it quickly. Same thing. I won't go as long this time. All right. Quickly. Deny. Good. Make sure you get that arm in the passing lane. Good. Back up on him some more. You're too far away from him. Defense, get up on him some more. No. A little bit more on the side. Okay, arm out. Good. Deny, front. Deny, front. Good. Stop right there. Hey, you know what else we throw in? Simple stuff. We'd have this guy be an offensive player. All right? And if this guy's denying me here, come on, denying me there, I'm holding him off, right like this. We try and do drills that we work on both offense and defense, everything we do. Okay? All right? All right, now, get the ball. Now, this part is going to come in, as I said, kind of like right now it's part. But this part is going to come in now where what I teach on defense, and then I'll go right into that. What I teach on defense is part of what I want to do. So I'll show them what I want to do. Okay, so they've got to remember this when we do this. All right, offense, you're going to take two dribbles to your left. You're going to pick the ball up. All right, so LeBron, James, good. Pick it up. Now, we love to shut down people. We just love to shut down people. We always look for steals, by the way. We always look for steals. We may get a 5-second call in there. By the way, and I'm going to remind you again, this is going to become important with this 35-second clock. All right? Things like this are going to be really important. So if you put an emphasis on these small things, it'll really help you, okay? So, all right, he's going to take 2 dribbles. Take 2 dribbles, Lamont. Good. Pick the ball up. Good. Now, I'm going to be all over him. All right? Now, 2 things here. I don't foul. You write this down somewhere. Fouls negate hustle. Fouls negate hustle. You ever coach and like kids will like be on someone like for 4 seconds and then reach it. You're like, geez, what are you doing? Well, that's because it's a kid. All right? But if you've got to teach this, by the way. One of the things I find is that the fundamentally sound teams are the teams that are always competitive. If you're fundamentally sound, especially defense, because your defense, if you go into full court stuff, you may generate some turnovers. And I think full court stuff is going to be important this year, I think. Even if it's a matchup zone, I think take time off the clock, except it's not going to be a factor, but it may change things a little bit. Full court, man-to-man, person-to-person. You know, I think your defensive philosophy should change this year. A little bit. Some of you may do it already. But I definitely think it needs to change. All right, so you pick up your dribble. This guy's all over him. Now, we always say we always work on 2 things. One is we're working on what here? I'll give you a hint. Defense. All right? We always work on defense. Now, we're working on offense. You ever a kid pick up the ball, he goes like this? Or a rebounder, even worse, goes like this? So we want to pivot protect. So when that guy's all over you, all right, yeah, I want to pivot. Now he's all over you. Don't foul. All right, you created some space. That was good. Okay, pivot. Get up on him. Pivot. Pivot. No, that's bump and run. Pivot. Good. Good. Notice what he did. Simple stuff. Created what? Space. I created space so I can now pass the ball. I will be faking high, low. Okay, so I will look at all that. Ready? 2 dribbles and then defense. Ready? Go. Pick it up. Pivot, pivot, protect. See the ball, look up, look up, look up, look up, look up. Good. Switch it. Switch it. I like that. I'll buy that. Ready, quickly, ready. Go. Pick it up. Good. Pivot, protect it all over him. Okay, stop. When we do this and we show the shell drill, depending on where it is on the court, no one else is in any denial. What do we play for? Play for steals. We play for steals. So you got to be, look at, and this goes against what we say, there's act and react. If you're teaching it right, there's act, not react. There's going to be react too sometimes. Okay? All right? All right, stand down the end. Thank you, that was good. Just stand down over there. We're going to get out here. All right, let's set up. How many use this shell drill? You all know what shell drill is? Some of you do, some of you don't. How much time do you spend on a shell drill every day? Oh, let me ask you this. Should you be spending time every day on defense? What is shell drill? Yes. Yeah. Well, how much time do I spend? Hey, I've been up to Gino's practice, man. You ever see his offense? Anybody watch a woman the other? In her office, they run the same offense every year, and it still works. I've been in practice where he ran 40 minutes on just half court running your offense. I'm going like, sitting there going, well, he's won 11 national championships, so I mean, guess what? That works for him. For you? No. No, it's not working for you. Okay? I'm going to tell you that right now. All right? So break down your practices into segments. Don't go any longer than 10 or 15 minutes. And by the way, and I just heard I was someone with a football coach. Hey, you get toward the end of the year, your practice should be an hour 15, hour and a half. Don't go any more than that, because you lose effect. And by the way, here's another thing. For practice, always throw something new in at the end of the year. I would throw a new offense in, or I throw new defenses in. Why? They get bored. Now they're getting bored out here right now. They're eyeing up the donuts, damn. You know? So throw something different in, all right? Don't do the same drills every day. Have a set of drills for whatever you're going to work on, whether it's fast break, whatever it is. All right, and rotate them so it keeps them fresh. You got to do that now. All right, and you know what? Expect for perfection. Demand it. Don't go crazy. You know, 3 types of coaches: command, submissive, and cooperative. The command shit, no command. I got to remember I'm on this now. All right, command stuff is gone. Kids aren't going to take that. All right, so you got to figure out a way. Submissive, and I hate to say this, but I know I'm going to see some submissive coaches. Where, you know what? Give me a check. I retired 10 years ago. I just didn't tell anybody. All right? Don't be that way. Because you did what to kids? You shortchanged them. You shortchanged kids. All right? Pick that check up. Here you go. Can't do that. Can't do that. All right? So make sure you're just aware of that stuff. Besides everything else that you have to do. Practice is almost the fun part. It's all the other stuff you got to deal with that you're like, oh man, I got to deal with this kid, got in trouble. And, you know, it's like, okay? All right? So, now, hey, Matt, could you break them up into groups of 4 for me, please? Whatever we got there. Sorry, Matt, I didn't mean to make you.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, go, yeah. Yeah, throw the girls in, you know? Mm-hmm. Man, you guys, like, you already got me figured out. Damn. We're going to do right here, we're just going to show you the shell drill. I'm going to show you probably something maybe you know, maybe you don't know. If you could take 1 or 2 things from here, 1 or 2, you don't need a whole lot. I used to go to clinics where Krzyzewski's there, all these guys there. I'm writing down all this crap, going like, and then at the end I'm going like, I ain't never going to use this all. I was at St. Joe's, you know, the alley-oop dunk play. I'm going, I can eliminate that one, you know, with the women. I was like, you know. So just take 1 or 2 things away. That's all you have to take away. All right? Okay? All right, we good? You know who's who here? Okay? All right, you guys out in front, just stand out there with the ball. You guys are on defense over here. You guys are right down the end line right over there. Okay? All right, find your man. Okay. All right, yeah, down the corner. We're going to spread it out over here. Hey, offensively, we want to get some spacing. Hey, one time, by the way, I just ran a shell offense in the game because we weren't doing anything. I just threw it in. Okay, just as something. My guys figured it out, so it was good. All right? So look at what's changed in basketball. And one pro team took 50 shots the other night. Threes. What do you average for what do you think you average for threes? Hey, by the way, threes are threes to kids. Making them for you is good. But they don't care. Because I just jacked that one up. The next one's going to go in, you know, and you're going like, yeah. How do you tell a kid not to shoot a 3? Besides, don't shoot the damn 3. How do you say that now? You tell me. Matt, how do you say that now? How do you say that? This kid's shooting 10% from threes. And yet, when the kid gets it, and he or she has the opportunity, they jack it up. They just jack it up, and you're like, what are you doing? You let him run with that? What do you say to him or her? What, Matt? Okay. Anybody else? Rich? I've stumped you guys here a little bit.
No, it depends on the situation.
No, that's good.
But, I mean, we're going to go over practice. So guys are going to know their green spots, their yellow spots, and their red spots.
Okay. Yep.
And if
Yep.
it's a red spot and you're fresh off the bench and that's the first shot you take.
And that's the first shot you take.
You'll be the last shot you take.
You take them out right away?
Oh, no, not right away. But a person will go right to the bench right away.
Oh.
So I don't
Okay.
have to say anything. The sub
Yeah, they know. They know that's not a good spot. You have to make sure they know that from day one. You also have to realize some kids come back and, wait a minute, can shoot the ball pretty good. You know? So you got to make sure those are part of it because this is such a big part of the game. We talk about the shell drill. What does that do to defenses, by the way? Stretches them out, doesn't it? So your guys and girls that are going to be straight line to the rim, man, if they're good, well, how do you stop that kid? How do you stop that kid straight line? Match him with the best defensive player you got? Probably, but what happens if they have 3? I mean, we played Windsor the other day in the fall league. And they had guys at the beginning, they shot the hell out of it. Then they got to the rim. How do you play them? How do you help defense and shut down the 3? How do you do that? Dana? Oh, I like this. This is like class. How do you play help defense yet shut down the 3? You got to talk, you got to move your feet.
Priority, you got to want to do it.
Priority. Here's one of the biggest things, for your high school coaches especially. When you do your scouting, make sure that you know who can hit the 3. Make sure. In saying that, and then all of a sudden, you know what happens? Some kid comes in the game off the bench, he jacks up like 6 threes, and you're going like this. No, hey, that's when you turn to your assistant. That's when you turn to your assistant and go, hey, nice scouting report, So you've got to balance that up. But you always want to challenge it. But make sure you know who you're challenging. Like we played the other night. Again, I'm referring back to the high school, and some kid comes in, he buries 3 threes in a row. And I'm just saying to myself, and I turn up, looks up, I said, does anybody recognize that kid can shoot the 3? Even if he can't, he's hitting, he's hot. All right? So that's a little bit different on here now, too, for you. Okay? All right? All right. Yeah, you guys just go. We spread it out. Get the ball here. All right. Now, we do simple things, okay? We don't deny. We don't deny in any of our offenses now. Again, you can do what you want to do. I mean, that's you get the big bucks, okay? I made 72 cents an hour when I was in high school, okay? So we don't deny, because what did I tell you before? Our defensive philosophy was steals. Tip and goes. Tip and goes. Tip and goes. We ran a 2-2-1 matchup a lot, and we would come from behind, tip it, and I tell that person who tipped the ball, once you tip it, you go the other way, because you reward it. You just keep on rewarding that. All right? Hey, don't let kids play defense down here after a rebound unless that's part of your philosophy. Because some kids play defense down here or play it because they're tired. And they don't want to sprint back defensively. All right? And here's another thing I'm going to throw. Never foul a three-point shooter. Never foul a three-point shooter. And here's another one, my philosophy. Never box out. Like I saw the kid, anybody see the women's game the other day? I did. The kid Brady, kid shoots from the top of the key, and she's out there. Boxing on the top of the key. First of all, that big kid is not running all the way in there right now. Second of all, we're down a rebounder. We're down a rebounder because you got a big kid out here boxing out. You know why they like boxing out? Because they don't have to run in there. Okay? So don't, you read it. You know, if it's a wing, it's closer, you may, but read it sometime. Maybe try it, maybe not try it, okay? But get that, let that kid get to the rim as soon as he or she can. All right? All right. So, here's what we do that's a little bit different. We try and stay with this. We split the court into threes. Anybody see the Toronto Celtics game last night? Anybody watch that? The court was beautiful, and it split it up into threes. We split the court up into threes all the time. So what this guy is doing right now, he's up over here, and he's kind of forcing him this way. You might be right here. So I'm keeping it on this side. All right? Now, why do I like this? Again, I picked this up with UCLA. I really liked it. Can you do it all the time? We try to do it all the time. Sometimes you can't. All right? Now, what I liked about it, if I'm forcing him to the sidelines or her, all right, we've got a better chance of reacting on this part. Okay? Now, I'm not going to pay. If I'm playing him there, I'm not going to play him out here. How about if he goes out here? You play him out there? Coaches, you play him out there? Ball's here. Seek the level of the ball. He only plays this person for two reasons. One, he owes him money, okay, and he's not going to let him get away, or he has a good-looking sister, okay? Otherwise, he's back in here. And what did I say before? What did I tell you all before defensively? You what? Play Play the ball, see your man. So I don't want to be doing this, and I want a couple of passes away. I'm in here at an angle, by the way. All right? I don't like this, but yet, when we talk about the trees, I've really got to react to get out there. I'll show you some drills on this too. All right? So that's why you got to stay with it for whatever amount of time. They're going to score at some time. You're not going to shut teams out. All right? So I'm going to be in here. Come on here. You got good. And I'm what? I'm playing the ball, I'm seeing the man, and I have my arms out here. All right? What do we do with this person here? Are we going to deny? No, we're not going to deny. Here you go. All right, but I'm going to be here, and if that pass comes there, go ahead, just pass it, I might be able to deflect it. Now, but what have I done on that if I'm too late? I've given up. I've given up that. That's where your rotation comes in. And that's why I'm saying you act. Heck with the reacting. You act. You know what's going to happen on the rotation. Okay? All right? So if I got the ball, hey, like a couple passes away. Hey, by the way, where do we throw our fifth person in here? We may go 5 out. I may go 5 out. Offense. What do you see a lot? Post game is gone, correct? It shouldn't be in high school, by the way. Because guys can score. Or here's another thing. Do you ever have like a switch off, okay? And it's a guard on a big guy, and they don't get the person the ball. And you're going like this. Post them, post them. They think you're like mailing something, okay? They have no idea what post means, all right? Can you work on that? Can you make that change? Can you do that? That's tough. The pro game, all of everything's threes. But I think the inside game's coming back a little bit too, by the way. I think it's coming back. If you look on the men's side, college ball, I think that they're bringing it back in a little bit. Big guy's important in here. All right? So, now, ball's there, okay? Now, again, where do you want to play him? Yeah, I want to be in help position. Hey, I want to cut these alleys off. I want to cut these alleys off, okay? So if this guy comes in here, all right, yeah, I might slide in. Now, here's the thing. Stay there. Now, once I come in here, so if I come in here, stay there. All right, I come in here, it's closed, I kick. I kick for the 3. Correct? All right, well, how do you defend that then? How do you defend that? Yeah, he may have to come out here. All right? That's a long slide. That's why you're kind of in here. And then everybody would have to rotate up and take someone. All right? Everybody have to rotate up and take someone. Or, if he's quick enough, he may come out here, run out at him, stutter step, and now defend. If he's shooting the ball, what's he doing? Hey, by the way, if he's chucking his crap up from way out here, let him do it, go in and rebound. Go rebound. Don't even bother. All right? But make sure this guy goes in there as a rebounder. All right? All right, so we rotate over, but we force everything to the side. Okay, so the ball's there, you cut through. This guy cuts through. All right. What does he do defensively here? He may do what? Remember, we always what? We always turn here, we see the ball, and he cuts. Make sure you're close enough so that you don't lose him. Because if he comes down in here, pivot on your left foot, and then all of a sudden he does this and sprints back out. All right? By the way, you're teaching those moves. You're teaching all those moves on that. Because otherwise they're going to want to do, and you go, what are you doing? But you got to teach it and reinforce it. And it'll kick in sort of toward the end of the year, by the way, a lot of times. Okay? So now we play them, ball's here. What do you have to do? Yeah, you got to do that. Now, you can do this 2 ways if you want. I've seen it done. She can do this, force to the baseline. Okay? Go baseline. Just dribble. You come over. And what we would do out of this, we would trap hard. And remember, what do we say? Fouls negate hustle. All right? So we trap hard. Okay? Now where does everybody go? You have to fall back. All right? You've got to be over there and ready. You've got to fall somewhere in the middle. The first pass is probably going to be where? maybe over there, or remember, you got a fifth guy. But if he skips that pass, skip it. I have got to move, and this is a good teaching tool. Move while the ball's in the air. Move while the ball's in the air. Okay, don't wait. Okay? So you're sprinting out there. Okay, for that. Now we pick back up. We may have to switch, and you may be over here, and that's fine. But now, where do you want to be? Yeah, come on up a little bit more. Okay, good. And what are you saying? Help. Yeah, I'm in help position here. I'm in help. All right? So I'm saying ball, man. Okay, ball, man. All right? Play the ball, so you're man. And you're ready to help. If he takes it on this half of the court, well, if I break the court into threes, what do I do up top here? So if he's over here, he's going to break me down. So say he's over here. I got to play him straight up. I've got to play him straight up. What do you do if the kid's quicker? What do you do? Kid's quick. Got a mismatch. And then we'll talk about, do you switch on all screens? Do you jump out? Do you trap? Do you go under? That's your philosophy. I'll just show you some stuff on how to play that. By the way, the pros have 18 different ways to defend the screen and roll. 18. I'm going like, when I was coaching, my head was spinning so much, I don't know if I could count to 18. Keep it simple. Just do a couple things. Don't try to throw in a ton of stuff, by the way. This is a simple game. I'll show you some drills for trapping too, one I really liked. Okay, because again, we do full court stuff. Okay, I really like that, but it might be out of vogue. I think it's coming back in a little bit. Goes around, comes around again, by the way. Okay? All right? So now, where am I, position-wise? All right? Where am I? You might cheat up. Remember, it's C. You want to be over here. And don't forget, you got a fifth person in here. And we'll let them go 5-on-5 too, but I'll show them 4-on-4. So I've got to be in here. And again, if the ball's there, come on in. You're going to defend him now. Come on in. Run in. Okay? You just do like right over here. Nope. You're on offense. You just run into him here and pivot. And you get him on your back. Look at, and I just said this the other night, and I was talking. I throw stuff out to Luke. Sometimes he lives, sometimes he doesn't, but I still drink my coffee and can sleep. I said, I think we got to establish our inside game first. You may have a different philosophy. But what happens if you're not hitting shots from the outside? Now you've got nothing going. All right? Now, do me a favor. Don't throw it into the 4'2" guard. All right? You know, unless he or she can out-jump people. So make sure you know who it is. Hey, here's another thing. Keep the big guys happy. Reward big guys. You know why? Without them, you don't win. Because it may be rebounding, maybe on the defensive side, maybe taking space. And women's basketball, I don't have to jump. I just got to go like this sometimes if I have height. You know, they reach rebound a lot of times. Some do, some don't. All right? So make sure you reward those guys, okay? Make sure your guard and your point guard and stuff does a lot of talking with them, okay? And keeps them in the game. Keeps them in the game. All right? All right. So the ball's there. Now, what happens? What happens if he takes you off of the dribble? He beats you off of the dribble. Go ahead, just beat him. Go either way. All right, now you're playing defense. We hate playing defense from behind unless we're going to get a tip. And a tip here is hard. Full court, it's easier. So now you have to rotate over, stop them up higher, and we got to hope that someone rotates. Okay, you may have to sprint there, maybe, okay, and you're going to have to be right in there. Look at it. The pull-up jump shot game is mid-range game is gone. I think it's coming back with some people. We got a kid named Sam Riley. And you guys play East, by the way? You play East? Got a guy, Sam Riley. Let me tell you what, keep an eye on him. He's going to Quinnipiac, got a scholarship. He's gotten so much better. He's shooting a three. But here's what really makes his game effective. He gets in where there's spacing, and he's got a little jump shot. A lot of kids don't want to do that, by the way. They want to go in, make the contact, 1-on-4, okay, and do that. If you could teach that to kids, that's a nice little tool. Because now who rotates out over here? Who does that? Okay, some of you may be doing it, may not be doing it, but I tell you what, teach that mid-range shot. It's going to save you sometimes, okay? All right? So we may take that. Now, here's another thing. Shot goes up. He shoots from there. How do you teach rebounding? How do you teach pivoting? You front, you reverse, what do you do? I should ask them. They go, Reg.
We don't block out. They don't do that.
Okay.
So it's just a waste of time. So my thing is just hit, find the ball.
Hit and go.
Go get the ball.
Yeah.
Just find the body. Just make some type of contact. They take one
Good.
step away
Good.
from the ball.
Right.
They're not going to box out. They're
Right.
just not going to.
Whatever works for Reg might not work for you. Okay? You guys all right? Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought you were going for the donuts, man. Whatever works for Reg might not work for you. Develop your own philosophy and what you want to do. What works for you? I don't like, what I tell kids now is just get a piece of someone. It's the same thing. Just get a piece of someone. But the really key on that is piece, rebound. Now, on an upper level, we would teach guys to box out offensively. We teach guys box out offensively. Okay. On your level, no, too much, to be honest with you. Okay. But we would do that. If you got a really smart team, sometimes that's not bad. You know, a guy, get to the inside position, find the ball. Find the ball. And here's what gets to me. My son BJ played at East. He's 6'7". He ended up good career at SNU, played 2 years in Europe. He'd be out here, he'd take a three out here. No, I'm sorry, three gun from the other side, and he'd stand here. He's staying here. And he'd watch. And I'd go like this, BJ, give me the $2 back. He goes, what are you talking about? I said, $2 you paid to get into the game, because what the hell are you doing out there? I said, BJ, you can get 6 points a game. But guess what? It's what? For me to run in here, by the way, I have the best, hey, you guys all listen up. Shot goes from that side. I have the best angle to see where it is. But why don't they do that? And I've seen a lot of that. Why don't they do that? Why don't you girls do that? Or do they? Yeah, I know. We're just starting here now, so yeah. Why don't kids do that?
Too much effort.
Too much what?
Too much effort.
Yeah, that's called work. And for sometimes little reward. Correct? Not going to get it every time. So I'm going, what the hell should I go in there for? I could get the damn ball. I'm tired. I'm not going to tell the coach that. All right? Boy, but if you have a kid like that, you know, really nurse that kid and make other kids hungry maybe to do that. Will it work all the time? No. If it works once for you, twice for you, in a key situation, you get a rebound on this side, wow. You know, it's good. So my point is to teach that. Teach it. Not always going to work, but go ahead and teach that, okay? All right? So now shot goes up. I would say, if I'm underneath here like that, and notice what we have here, a mismatch, right? I'd say get a piece of him right away. Get your butt back into him. Okay? All right. Now, I like it. He's, you know, Dela Cruz is a tough soccer player. I like the anybody else play soccer out here? Anybody else? I like the soccer players, by the way, because they're pretty tough. Not too smart sometimes when they get cards, but they're pretty tough. Okay? All right. So he's got to box him out, and we would say box and rebound. Box and rebound, and be ready for the long ones. Now, what do you do out here? Well, if he's way out there, sometimes I'd go right in. Okay, now he gets a rebound, you know next time what? I got to go. So I see what angle he's going in. I may box him out that way. Okay, and we always say ride them the way they want to go, too, by the way. Ride them the way they want to go. All right, so if he's going this way, if he wants to come in and rebound and go this way, yeah, you ride him that way. So you got to make the body contact. And by the way, when we always have a mismatch, and I really like this watching Division II level, all right, because a lot of them switch on everything, they always front inside. They always, and someone said it, that's what they teach too. They always front inside, especially a small guy to a big guy. Front them. I mean, there's not too many clingings around where you can just put it up on the rim. So front the damn guy. Now the issue is you're at a disadvantage when the shot goes up. Okay? All right. All right? So that's what we would do. Now, get back to the regular spots. Don't make any difference. Hey, this is what you're going to run. Find your spot. Find your man. Find your person. Yeah. So if I'm going to come this way, I'm going to ride him this way. Come here. Ride him. So I'm going to be back here again. I want to do that. All right? So as he goes that way, I stay in front of him a little bit. Because now what's he going to have to do to make an offensive move? If I'm dribbling the ball here, he's taking this way. Ray, remember this, all you guys, all you players, coaches, all right? For every offensive move, you have to have a counter move. For every offensive move you have, teach a kid a counter move. No matter what don't teach them 5 moves or 10 moves. Teach them 1 or 2 moves. That's it. I counter. They take it away. What do I do? I got to do something. I may have to cross. I may have to step back, pull the defense, now cross again. All right? And again, I'm going back and forth. Your offensive player, she or he, they want to create space. They want to create space. Okay? So that they can set that move up. All right? All right. So if I force him that way, all right, now how do I know that I'm too far up? Well, he's going to go by me. So I may go over here a little bit, drop down a little bit here, okay? And as he goes, I may not be able to slide. And this is what I'll talk about too, defensively, okay? When you're playing defense, you and a guy is moving or going back or doing whatever, everything is about angles. I've got to angle it. Where am I going to go? And teach that. So if a kid goes baseline, I'm teaching the angle is maybe to cut that off. If I'm doubling now, I'm teaching it. I'm teaching them to trap them. So teach angles. Hey, even full court. As I said, we played, we did that 2-2-1 matchup. That's another thing I picked up at UCLA a long time ago, by the way, besides the flex offense too, which I killed to death. We always taught angles. If the guy is going by you, don't try and slide. Don't try and slide with him. And we love turning guys, by the way. We love turning guys because my guys were so good at reading and ready to go. I said, we won 3 state championships in a row. Why? Because defense. We were going to score. They weren't going to stop us. I had 2 all-state kids. Okay, if we lost that, I should have fired myself. I was the AD if we would have lost with that team. Okay, but see, we'd always play the angles. Always play angles. Teach kid angles. They don't know. They don't know angles. Or the kid goes and he runs right into them. I was like, what would you do that for? Angle it and then body it. Angle and body. And here's another thing too. When you teach it, defense, and big guys have you on the inside, and if you play behind them, you body them. Don't give any space on the inside. You come right up and you body them. What's he or she going to do then? Well, you make the shot more difficult. You don't give any space on the inside. Come right up on them. Okay? All right? All right, here's what we're going to do. All right. After this, I'll give you a little break because Reggie's got coffee and bagels coming for us. I'll give you a little break. And now I'll just show you some breakdown drills. For it, so it may help you out a little bit. Okay, so let's do this. I'm going to get them going up and down the floor because they're bored. All right, stay in these 4 teams. Okay. Hey, by the way, and I know it's going to happen when I'm going around to the middle schools. I haven't dealt with middle schools. I taught 2 years in Hartford Middle School. I had a nightmare last year that I was back teaching middle school. That's a special calling, by the way. This is a special calling because they are, we chat about it. Reggie's an assistant principal in Manchester now. I'm going like, where are you coming from? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. All right. Let me have this team go up the other end. You guys stay here with the ball. So what I do, I go 4 and 4 on 4. All right? So you go out over there. Where's the end of this court? Yeah, okay. Go out over there. Right there. Yeah, that's good. You go out right over there too. All right? Okay? You guys come on out. You four. Pick up someone. Let me just go back. I kind of left it. Look at everybody. If I pass to the wing, and we can pull this up further. If I pass to the wing, and by the way, we also work on offense on this, is that we always do one up in the back door. You all know what that means? Let me. If she's playing me here, and I want to get the ball, well, what we do, come on, play him a little bit. Yeah, just, you don't have to body him. Just keep your, that's it. Good. So we keep on forcing him out. Okay? All right, so what do you do offensively with that then? Because if you catch the ball out here offensively and you're in a game, okay, your best shot is to shoot there. Unless the kid jacks it up. All right, so we like forcing out. And we're going to steal every once in a while when it comes here. So we do one up in the back door. So if she's playing, you ever have your kids jump around like it's Easter? They're jumping around. Give me the ball, whatever it is. We keep it nice and simple, okay? So I go one up, and I go hard back door. So this guy knows the ball's here. Give him the ball here. There you go. So he knows that's what he's going to do. So we don't have to have any communication. Because you got to keep the defense what? Honest. Very effective weapon. Next is, what do you teach when that kid gets the ball? That's the next thing you got to teach, by the way. If I get double teamed, do I give it? Do I see the floor? Do I put my head down? You got to teach that at some time. And show them. And when they do it out here, you stop them. But don't stop your drills all the time. Let them make mistakes in it, and you correct. All right? And if a kid makes a mistake, like if I'm a bad defense, I make a mistake once, I make a mistake twice, okay? That's an accident, like in something like here. If they do it 3 and 4 times, that's a habit. That's a habit, you got to get them out of it, because it's going to cost you.
So, I got a question.
Oh, yeah, good.
So, because I'm notorious for that.
You mean?
Huh? Notorious?
No, yeah, I got that word. Oh. I've been called that before, but in other terms.
Notorious for, like, at one point in time, we'll probably run drills, whatever. And
right.
Like, I find myself stopping,
yeah.
getting to the drill.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, these are habits that I don't want
yes.
to continue, so I don't know what the happy medium is.
Yeah. When you're doing that, let them play through some stuff. Okay? And then pick and choose. There are times where you want to show it. And you tell them, like, they'll do something, and then what you do is you go like this. Okay, get back to where you were. Get back to where you were, and then let me show you this. Can't keep on doing that all the time. It takes too much time. So you got to pick and choose. That's something you learn as you go along. And then sometimes you're so ticked off at them, you like stop it every 2 minutes and go, what are you doing? Didn't you play? Didn't you like listen to me? And I can tell the answer is no. Right.
Before you start the drill, you emphasize what you're looking for. Right. So
good.
You notice that they're making that mistake on Monday, Tuesday, make that.
Yeah.
Hey, we're looking to do this, and then kind of go over it, and then you go for the drill. You know what I'm saying? So it might be something that you say for the next practice. And that's hard.
Yeah.
You can write it down.
Good, Reg.
You know what? We got to work on seeing the ball. We didn't really do a good job of this is what I mean. Go over it. So then, okay, today I want to see that. Okay.
Yeah, that's a good point. Here, come on down here and take the mic. I enjoyed that. That was good. I just learned a couple key words there too. You know what this is called, by the way, when I was teaching my coaching classes at St. Joe's, because we put a big shared learning. Shared learning. Don't be afraid. Here's what gets me, and I got some pet peeves, as we all do. It's like I've got guys who walk in the gym thinking they know everything, and I'd be in games where guys walk in and think they know everything, waiting for the damn entourage. And then we just kick their ass. I'd shake hands, walk away, and go like this. Good day's work. You got to do that. You got to do things like that. Okay. You know what? I'm going to hold off on this. I'm going to give them, they don't need a break, by the way. Okay. But give you guys about 10 minutes. Just you want to grab something to eat. Coffee's coming, as I said. I lied. And then we'll come back in about 5-10 minutes, I know, using the bathroom. So. All right? All right, I'm just going to show you what to do here. Coaches are taking a break. I'm just going to tell you what we're going to do. All right? Ball on the top. Now, I know some people had to leave. It's going to get down to probably me and the camera guy here. Okay, so I'll start looking into the camera. Okay, which is okay. Hey, one thing I'm going to say. I don't care if there's one of you here. I don't care. You know why? Because if I can help you out, if I can give you, like I said, one thing, just in talking, one thing, you're better than someone else. You're already ahead of people who didn't come today. Now, obviously, people can't make it, but you're already better. Just by one thing. And it's a different, as Matt was saying, even saying something to the kids, I'm saying the same things that you guys say a lot of times. Okay? But it's a different voice. And sometimes a different voice sometimes is good. Can't do it all the time, loses its effect. I'd bring in guys that played for me that were, playing in college and stuff. I'd have them come back. I'd bring in big-time coaches, at that time, to come and speak to my kids, But the most effective ones were my players that went on. And they see their names up there in the All-State stuff. So, all right, we're going to run this. I'll do some of that, and then we'll talk about, does everybody know what time it is? No?
11:35.
Holy crap. All right, as usual, I chat too much, by the way. All right, now, we talked about it. What's your job? Play the ball. Where do you want to force them? Okay, yeah, we want to force them here. By the way, you used to do it. I had a 6'11" kid, pretty good player. Head case. I mean, a total head case. That should have been playing big time. But he's a head case. Out of New Britain. I was like, And I made him, I threw him off the team. His mother came back to me, who I really liked and respected. It was a Polish family. And I made a mistake. Know why? I took the kid back. Big mistake. But I learned from that. And it was a cancer the whole year. Because everybody had to deal with his attitude. And that's where my heart worked before my head. So I learned from that. So you learn from your stuff. Okay, enough chatting. All right, ball's here. Where are you? Defensively. Oh, does he have a good-looking sister? Does he owe you money? Why are you out here? Where are you supposed to be? He knew. All right. You're right there. You're shading. You may get it. You're in over here. Ball shifts. You're sliding. Okay. All right. So we're going to play. We're going to go back and forth. What we would do down there, we would tell kids to kind of tandem up a little bit. Oh, and I'm going to throw this out to you. I like running out and stopping the ball. I like running out, and I like the guys. We got one of our kids, Yale. I don't know if you guys know Yale. And it's like, go, run out at them. Why? Because sometimes you're disruptive. And if you could slow it down, the other guy's got to bust their tail to get back. You can't have guys walking back there. Okay? All right, so you're in here. If I pass, I can cut through. All right, you rotate over, so we try and stay 4 out. All right, we might tandem you guys up. Come on up, man. You might go back there, just a little bit back. Yeah, okay. All right, so you stop the ball. All right, play live. Let's go. You can play live now. What are you doing? Talk. Communication, see it. Move while it's in the air. Play them. Okay, switch. Good movement. Help. Good. Got that shot. Challenge. Rebound. Keep that dribble. Play. Rebound. Hey, that's 2 offensive rebounds on you. Nice. Rotate over. Good challenge. Rebound. That's 3 offensive rebounds. Go. Find your man. Talk. Move it. Move the ball. Keep motion. Cut. That's okay. Go. Good. Find your man. Talk. I don't know how you do it, but You got to figure out how you play a screen and roll. Okay, come up with a couple things on how you're going to do it. You can switch. What did I miss? Stop! 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 Stay right there. That's good. I want the ball pushed up the floor every time. I don't want to, right now, I don't want to walk it. Okay? Remember, you got a 35-second clock. You want to have as much time here. And you may catch a guy just walking back defensively. So someone's going to be open. But if you take 5 or 6 dribbles, come up here, no. You want to put pressure on the defense. Offensive pressure. Oh, you got it? Out here, let it match up, balance up, 4 out. Yeah, good call. Go over to the left. Good, play the ball, dog it, keep him there, good. Dog it. Good, talk, let him slide. Stop. Get right back to where you were. Get right back to where you were. You were setting that screen. Ball's on top. Get back. You were up here when we started. You came up, set a screen. All right. You got hung up on the screen.
No, that was
Who got? Oh, come on over here. Okay. Go ahead. You go. You're good. You were guarding him?
No, he passed it. Who passed it to him?
Who are you guarding?
Him. He didn't have
All right.
He had the ball right here.
Okay, give it over there. Set the screen.
Get back over there, though.
Yeah, get back over there. He set the screen, right? Now, you got to make a decision. I always say if it's outside here, some kids are going to be able to shoot that shot, but if it's outside here, okay, this guy's going to let him slide through unless he's a shooter right now. This is one way. We don't want this guy. Go ahead, go. And slide him through. You've got to pull him through. Okay, that's just one way to do it. Anything out here, by the way, don't get picked off. Slide out, slide through, angle it. Guys, angle it. You all heard me say that. Angle it. So if that guy's coming here, you're angling it over here. All right? Okay? We're not going to get into how we play screen and roll, though. All right, play. Good, see it? Good, roll. Good. Look for that shot off of the dribble. Now, you're going to have to figure this all out. You can keep looking up there. You're going to have to figure this all out with the 35-second clock, okay? Most of the time, your 35-second clock, from what I see with the fall league, man, they get down to 20 seconds, and you guys jack it up. Rebound. Who's got him? Keep your dribble. Go. You're all right. Go. You're going the other way. Come on. Good. Move. Good cut. Oh, nice cut. Set a screen. Rebound. Good shot. Go. Good. Look. Stop. Get right back to where you were when you started taking that drive. Watch. All right, he took that drive. Who's the closest low man now? Would that be you? All right. As he beat the guy off of the dribble, go ahead, beat him off, let him go. He just beat you. You have got to rotate over. You have got to play now maybe 2 men. And you might have to play 2. Again, we're going to have another one here. You see that? You got to rotate over. And then when you get in here, and he might score on you, you might think about taking the charge. Sacrifice your body. Don't land on your head, though. All right. Play. Where's the 2 people there? Good. See the ball. Cut him off. Fire out. Rebound. Go. Guys, come on. You got to stop him. Go. Get up there. What do you got? Good. Under control. Good. Pivot in there. Oh, nice help. Stop. Try to force them, keep them on the side. Okay? In other words, you're playing them on the side. Don't let them come to the middle. All right? So this way we have better court spacing. Who's going down the other end? Go. Go, go, go. All right, see what I'm saying? Yeah. Come on. Not a lot of dribble. Not a lot of dribble. Spacing. Get out of there. Rotate. Trap them, trap them. Give it right there. They're going down. Turnover. Play. Oh, nice move. See now, if you teach that, if you teach it right, you're going to try and keep them out of the middle. All right. So you got to emphasize if you want to do it. You got to emphasize tracking them. You have a donut in between? Go, go! See the ball? See the ball? Move with a purpose. Too much dribble. Good D. Where's the help? Go. Move it. Move it. Balance the floor. Going down. Now these would be all things I'd be saying here, and I stop them, you know, once in a while.
Would you stop them? Like,
Once in a while.
Would you stop them more than you are right now?
No, I'd probably do a little bit more. I'd stop them. But when I stop them, I'd only do it briefly, though.
Okay.
You know, get your point across, no extra words. This is what you got to do. And then get them going the other way on it, you know. Too much dribble. Keep looking. Keep looking. Move. Set a screen. Pivot up. Pivot up. Oh, go back door. Balance. Balance. Too much dribble. That's a good challenge. You got to rotate out more. Push. You know what I also like to? If you have a kid that can rebound and push it up, you know, let him do it. Oh, how hard is that to stop? When you look at that, that's hard to stop because everybody expects you to get it out to the guard. You got kids. I would teach that too. Not everybody though. You don't want to get, you know, you got kids that, you know, dribble the ball with their left foot. You know, you want kids that are going to be able to take the ball up the floor. That's so effective. We had a kid last year called, his name was Preston Fowler. He ended up going to Brewster. He was so good at that. That was probably our best fast break, by the way, was him pushing up himself, you know. Time? What is it? 47? Yeah, I got it. Stop! Stop! Hustle down. Hustle down here. Let's go. All right, good. I'm going to talk to them, then I'll talk to you guys a little bit more, and then obviously let you go. But grab a donut, grab some water, grab some waters to go, grab donuts to go because I'm not eating those. All right, so take a little break. Let me get with the coaches, okay? Look, to teach some of these things, we might have 2 lines. We'd have a line there. We'd have 3 lines. We'd have a line up top. We'd have a line over here, okay? And we'd have the receiver out here. So we would teach them running out, okay? Running out, and then moving that to stutter step to stop. And then we would also teach them the same, and along the same line, we teach that now the kid's going to shoot it. You're going out there. And we do this, and I do this, but you figure out, we always go towards shooting hand. Okay? I like that only because if you go to the other side, so in other words, you know, he's shooting it with his right hand, okay? And I'm coming up and putting my left hand up, more of a chance of following him, I think. But whatever works for you. So we'll run out, and you're going to go by him, you know, him or her, okay? And remember, don't follow 3-point shooter, okay? Let's talk, and I've got a few other ones. I'm sorry I didn't get to it Okay, I talk too much. Okay, let's talk quickly about the 35-second clock. Okay, we played in one again when I coached at St. Joe's. We had 30-second clock, so I had to make sure my offense gets up there and gets into where I want them to get to. Okay, now don't forget, missed shot, rebound goes back to 35. It's not like it's college. All right, so now what do you do? Let me give you a scenario, okay? Minute 28 left in the game. Ball just went out of bounds. 5 seconds left on the clock. Okay? Now what you have to do is you have to play the shot clock and the regular time and score. Now the time and score now has become 35-second time now too. All right? So you have to have something in your arsenal. If there's 5 seconds left, you got to get a shot off in 5 seconds. Okay, you have to have something. It could be on the side, it could be 10 seconds. You know, make sure here's the thing, you always want to make sure they feel comfortable and that they know it. Don't you, kids will go like this, yeah, I got it. Good. And you always refer back to, you say, hey, when we were in practice, we did this. Especially if it's crucial at the end of the game. We've already done this in practice, you know what to do. And then, by the way, they retain 85% of what they see. They retain 85% of what they see and only 15% of what they hear. So sometimes having that board out there is a good idea, and how you manage your timeouts. All right? So you have to have something there. Now you have something offense, but you have to have something defense. They got to know, I've got to play 5 tough, in-your-face defense. And you have to have the other team scouted. Now it'll come down to, a minute and something left. What do? You're down 2. You don't want to foul, especially if they're in there, and I think it's the 5th foul on this one. You're going to shoot 2. But I can play defense for 35 seconds and lock them. I get the ball back. So I don't have to foul. So that's why I put an emphasis on half-court defense here. All right? See, I always, you gotta strategize, and you got to be ready for these scenarios, and you only have 2 weeks to get ready. So that's why it's a teaching process, with these kids. Okay? So utilize the 35-second clock both ways. Both ways. Especially in the end of the situation, fouling. Don't have to foul, but you got lock. Okay? I'm sorry I didn't get to some of the other stuff. I was going to show you a little, if there were more middle school coaches, I probably would have showed you, and I'll come around, okay, to show you guys just a simple offense. I don't know if some of you guys like pressing. I just don't know. I'm sure I'm going to be seeing a lot more games this year. What's your style? What do you come in with? And here, what are you going to do different this year? I just had this conversation. What are you going to do different this year? What are you bringing in different? Don't be same old, same old. Now, you don't have to go crazy, because you all know you're 2 weeks in and your offense not working. And I used to go like this. Heck with this offense. This is not working. You never give it a chance to work. Your defense needs to be ahead. So those first couple games, you're going to be sloppy offensively, I think. But defense, you need to be sharp. Okay? Questions? I could go on for a long time. Any questions? I love doing this in my class. And I would do it to them too, I just don't have enough. Okay. What'd you learn today? No. Now see, I like this because sometimes when they do that, or sometimes I don't speak loud enough now. Okay, so you didn't hear me, but sometimes you'll say what I learned today to give you an opportunity to go, okay, what did I learn today?
Right.
No, what do you got?
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Okay? What do you got?
Probably what I took was shortening the practices of it.
Yeah, make sure you do that. I know a football team going 3 hours now. And they got to win their next game. And they're practicing 3 hours. And you know what happens then? Kids get hurt. Yep. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. So cut it down as much as you think, oh, hell, I got to cover this, I got to cover that. I learned the hard way. I lost 2 starters when we were in our league championship because I went too long because I wanted to get all this crap in that I didn't even use half of it,
I guess I would love to know from you, like, if you keep your practices short, because I didn't grow up experiencing short practices.
Yeah, right.
I'm used to the 2 hour max, right?
Yeah.
I'm interested to know how you out from the start of practice. So let's say practice starts at 6 o'clock. What that looks like going into everything that you want to cover in that hour,
Yeah.
15, hour 30 seconds.
You've really got to be organized in what you need to work on as the season goes on. You know, okay, we got our rebound, we did this. You know what, our out of whatever. You got to prioritize what you're going to do in practice, and then you got to set that time and then cut it out. Go with that. All right, to stay within that time frame. So you keep and don't let kids stand around. I mean, it's going to be hard for you because you got a million kids probably. Okay, but don't let kids keep everything moving all the time. Okay, they function much better, and it's game type. Get yourself in a game type situation. Also, too, use a clock, use whatever it is, just so that you get used to the 35-second clock. I don't think it's going to be that big a deal, except in certain situations it is, and you better be prepared. Okay, I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal as the game goes on. All right, but it is going to be a big deal when you need how do I use the best of my advantage on that game. Okay. Anything else, Matt? What'd you learn?
Just kind of rethinking in terms of pressure, speed, using the shot clock.
Yeah.
Getting to advantage.
Yeah, simple stuff. Just simple stuff. Okay, and don't let them run crazy out there. And you know, if it's out of control, like some kids are going to dribble forever. All right, just stop at that point and go, hey, cut dribble. Or I would do this once in a while. No dribble. Once you get over half court, no dribble. Kids hated it. Hated it because they didn't move well without the ball. They don't like it. Now you got to what? Offensively. You got to work. You got to work defensively now. Hell, I got to work. And here's another thing. Now, offensively, tell them move with a purpose. Move with a purpose. Because kids will move and you're going like, what are you doing? Where are you going? Okay. So, anything else? And look, if I can, I put my name, my number there. If I can help you out with anything, you want to come in, you want me to take a look at something, you want to do some full court stuff. We did a lot, to 2-2-1, to 1-2-2, and mixed it up, went man. We just try to confuse the other team without confusing us. And depends what we were playing a lot of times, so I had to adjust that. But I always wanted to set the tone offensively and defensively. I want to do it both ways. That's why I'm saying push the ball up. We like it. Some teams you may go, that's an accident waiting to happen. All right, as long as there are any questions, hey, look, I really appreciate you being out here today. I know the free donuts kind of attracted you, okay? But I do appreciate you being out here. And again, if I can help you, okay, in any way, it was great meeting you guys. I like to talk about old times, talk about people we know, talk about, I kind of enjoy that stuff. So, well, thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Good luck. Yep. Only one person clapped. I'm going like, Rage, man.
I will call you on the 2-2-1.